Hello, Classroom 4A. Welcome to class meeting on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon, February 3rd, 2021. I'm going to use Starfall to start our meeting. I'm going to choose a song from the seasonal side. I'm proud to be me.
I'm proud to be me, but I also see you're just as proud to be you. We might look at things a bit differently, but lots of good people do. That's just human nature, so I will respect you for being as human as I. We'll get as we give if we live and let live, and we'll both get along if we try. I'm proud to be me, but I also see you're just as proud to be you. It's true, you're just as proud to be you. To be you.
And I am so proud of all of you. I love that song. And love starts with the letter L, and that's our letter this week, letter L. Next, I want to choose the February calendar to do our calendar activity. So I'm going to move over to the February calendar.
Yippee! It's February 2021. Let's make a calendar.
First, let's start with the days of the week.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So what day of the week is it today? Well, today is Wednesday.
Great job! Today is Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021.
And if today is
Wednesday,
and yesterday was
Tuesday, Groundhog Day.
And if today is
Wednesday,
what will tomorrow be? Well, tomorrow will be
Thursday.
That's right, Thursday. So today is
Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021.
So I'll pick up the day of the week
Wednesday,
and the date.
3rd. Great job!
Next, I'll mark the special days this month. Well, Tuesday, February 2nd was
Groundhog Day.
And today is Wednesday, February 3rd, so I'll pick up the smiley face and move it over to today's date. And then Friday, February 12th will be
Chinese New Year. Year of the Ox.
And then Sunday, February 14th is
Valentine's Day.
And the following day, February 15th, will be
President's Day.
Next, I want to choose a picture to decorate our calendar, and because Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I'll choose this Valentine scene. Now our February calendar is complete. I want to use Starfall for one more activity. Because this month is African American History Month, I'm going to move to the Talking Library, the Nonfiction side, and choose a book about a young African American hero. I'll turn up the volume.
A Young Hero by Chase Tunbridge, illustrated by Craig Deely. What does it mean to be brave? Most of the time, we think bravery is only for the heroes we see on TV or in the movies. Does bravery only happen on TV? Is bravery only for grown-ups? Can a young person be brave? This is the story of Ruby Bridges. Ruby was born in Mississippi. Her father worked on a farm. When Ruby was very young, her father lost his job. She and her family had to leave the farm and move to the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. Even though Ruby's parents worked very hard, her family didn't always have enough money for food. When Ruby was young, black children and white children in New Orleans were not able to go to the same schools. The schools for black children were not equal to the schools for white children. There was no real reason for it to be like this. It was racism, and it was against the law. A court decided that schools had to integrate. The judge asked 4 young black girls to go to 2 white schools. 3 of the girls went to one school. Ruby went to William Franz Elementary alone. She was the first black child to enter an all-white school in New Orleans. Ruby was only 6 years old. She was young, and she was very brave. On Ruby's first day, a large crowd of angry white people waited outside of the school. They tried to scare her. They teased her and yelled mean things at her. They were afraid of change. The President of the United States sent federal marshals to protect Ruby. They would not let the angry people harm her. Each new day was just like the first. Every day, angry people tried to keep Ruby away from the school. Every day, she came back. How do you think this made Ruby feel? How would you feel if it were you? If Ruby felt fear, she didn't show it. Once Ruby reached her desk, she was able to relax. She was the only child in her classroom. Most of the white people would not send their children to the school because Ruby was there. Ruby did not have anyone to play with. It was not safe for her to go outside for recess. The only other person in the classroom was her teacher, Mrs. Henry. Every other teacher at William Franz Elementary had refused to teach a black child. Mrs. Henry had never seen such a brave person, young or old. She was happy to teach Ruby to read and write. After a long while, the white people began to overcome racism and started sending their children to integrated schools. By the time Ruby went to 2nd grade, classrooms had many children, black and white. When Ruby Bridges grew up, she returned to William Franz Elementary to help all the children, black and white. Today she visits other schools to tell her story. The next time someone asks you if a young person can be brave, remember the young hero, Ruby Bridges.
The end.
Next, I want to read an article from the Unique Learning System News to You holiday page. And the title is African American History Month. February 1st through the 28th. And here's a picture of women at an event celebrating African American History Month. February is African American History Month in the United States. In 1926, a teacher named Carter Woodson had the idea to celebrate African American history. This celebration now lasts the entire month of February and honors the ways African Americans have made the U.S. better. African American History Month has a theme each year, focusing on areas such as African American people, businesses, colleges, or religions. Some cities have events to celebrate African American culture, including food, music, and dancing. Here we have the same article from the holiday page in News to You. African American History Month, February 1st through the 28th. This time we have pictures with the words. February is African American History Month. African Americans are an important part of the United States history. They have done many things to make the U.S. better. African American History Month tells their stories. It celebrates African American culture too. Teacher Carter Woodson had the idea in 1926. He started the celebration of African American history. Each year, African American History Month has a theme. Themes are about African American people, businesses, colleges, religions, and more. Well, thank you for joining my class meeting today on this Wednesday afternoon, February 3rd, 2021. I hope you enjoyed our book and article about an African American young hero and our article about African American History Month. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, a great evening. I hope that you're staying safe by washing your hands and wearing your mask when you're out in the community. I look forward to you joining my next YouTube class meeting.